Have you ever tried convincing someone to believe in your point of view? Good day, grade 10. I'm Sir Clonard Domingo, and in this lesson, I will teach you how to convince them to believe in you through writing or perhaps verbally a strong argument. So for our learning objectives at the end of this lesson, the learner should be able to, first, recognize argumentative essay parts and its elements or characteristics that can be utilized to write an argumentative text. Second one, analyze an argumentative text by deconstructing it into its essential components to assess its effectiveness. And lastly, compose an argumentative essay that seamlessly incorporates evidence, reasoning, and a solid claim tailored to the chosen topic. So here we go. It says here that an argumentative essay tries to change your mind or reader's mind. Imagine you are trying to convince your classmate that your favorite subject is English. That's essentially what an argumentative essay does. It's a piece of writing where you aim to change how someone thinks about something. You do this by presenting your opinion or your point of view or claim and giving reasons and evidence to make them agree with you. Think of it as a debate but on a written form or in a paper. Also, it says here that an argumentative essay is a type of academic writing that presents a clear argument or a firm position on a contentious issue. No, it explained that an argumentative essay is a type of a school writing or academic writing where you pick a topic that people might disagree about and then you clearly stating what you believe. Then you back up your claim with a strong arguments, aiming to persuade the reader that your position or stand is the correct one. Argumentative essay are often in academic settings, but they can also be written for various other purposes, such as academic assignments, debates and discussion, opinion pieces, policy proposal, and persuasive speeches. Now, it says here in the slide. No, basically, these are the uses of an argumentative essay. You can use it in academic assignments, especially if your teacher wants you to write. In policy proposal, since you tend to make your readers, perhaps your listener, to conduct this kind of policy for various reasons. One of the example, or for example, you want to implement a curfew in your community or in your barangay, and you are stating your reasons in terms of the time, consequences, or violations, and such thing. It depends on usage and purposes of an essay. And now, we are done in discussing the definition on what is an argumentative essay. Now, let's move to its parts. Commonly, an essay consisting of 3 parts, same as other types of essay. It consists of introduction, body, and conclusion. So let us discuss these 3. So the first part would be the introduction. In this introduction, this is the first thing your readers see. So it needs to grab their attention by writing a short passage or short quotation in relation with the topic. This paragraph starts by telling us what the problem is. It also gives us the background information, which are the important details we need to understand why the problem matters or the issue matters. Also, it's stated here in our PPT that the thesis statement. Now, typically, it is written near the end of your introductory paragraph. It is the core idea or argument that your entire essay or your whole essay will focus on. Think of it as the central message that you want to get across to your reader. Do you get it? Alright, let's move now to the second part, which is the body. Now, the body of your essay is where you present the reasons that support your thesis statement or your claim. And in each paragraph starts with a topic sentence, which clearly states the specific reason. Then you back up that with evidence. This evidence can take in many forms and stated here in our PPT. For example, um, for example, statistic or numbers that provide factual support, or even personal experience that add a relatable touch, or maybe a quotations from expert that is credible and reliable, and as well as in relation or connected with the topic. So each body paragraph is like a building block in your essay. Now you carefully constructed with a reason and supporting details to strengthen your overall essay or argument. And take note that do not include here the unnecessary words or opinions just to longer your essay. Your main reason or your main objective in argumentative essay is not to longer your essay, but to state the reason with clear and concise manner and to persuade them to believe in your point of view. Okay, I hope you catch up with me before we proceed to the last part. Alright? Now let's proceed to the last part. Now, after the introduction and body, the last part would be the conclusion. This is the last part of the essay. In this slide, it describes that conclusion is the part where you wrap things up. Wrap up means concluding in Gen Z terms. Now you are trying or you are going to remind your reader of your main point or your thesis statement, what you wanted them to understand. Then you give them one or two short, clear sentences that act like a quick summary of the most important reasons or evidence you use to support your thesis statement. It is like the saying goes by, it's like the saying that, remember what I said? Well, here's the short version. No, basically the conclusion is the short version of the overall essay. Now you are giving them the key takeaways so they leave with a clear understanding of your argument and stand. And I'm gonna show you here the example or sample outline of format. But here's the thing, you can write one paragraph for introduction. You can write one or more paragraphs for the body and one paragraph for conclusion. It depends on you as writer on how many paragraphs you will form, but make sure that your paragraph in the introduction consists of one and the last part, which is the conclusion, consists of one. And in the body, it's up to you on how you will present your claims or reasons in an essay with regard to the topic. And yeah, we're done on its parts. And for the characteristics of the argumentative essay, here in our PPT, it says that an argumentative essay attempts to be highly persuasive and logical. It is usually assumes that the reader disagrees with the writer, but it should be noted that the reader is no less intelligent than the writer. Hence, an argumentative essay should be written objectively and as well as logically. Now, basically, it tries to convince someone or your reader to agree with a point of view by using strong reason and logic. It is written as if the reader doesn't agree, but it respects the reader's intelligence. So it avoids emotional language or emotional appeal and instead use clear and factual evidence and logical steps to make its case, aiming for an objective and reasonable argument. So, an argumentative essay has the following characteristics. It consists of three characteristics, and the first one is present and explain the issue or case. It means you as a reader bring up a problem, a question, or a situation that needs attention. Now, you are simply stating what the problem is and without trying to solve it or argue about it. It's just an initial pace or a presentation of the case or issue. And the second one is give reasons and support these reasons to prove its point. Means, try to explain why something is true and why they believe in it or in something. They do not just state their opinion, they also give reasons and evidence to back up or support this opinion. And lastly is the refutes or prove wrong opposing arguments. This explains or emphasizes that someone is actively trying to show why other people's idea are wrong. This is called refuting or refutes. It's not just disagreeing or disregarding. It's providing an evidence or logical arguments to prove that the opposing view is incorrect. No? The third characteristic, in a simple term or in a simple manner, you are showing them why their opposing point is not correct. I hope this clear to you guys the parts as well as the characteristics of an argumentative essay. And that would be the discussion for today. If you want to ask questions, any clarifications, or any violent reactions, do not ever hesitate to come with me. And that's all. Thank you, class, and happy writing.